Hey, welcome to GearHeadsWorld.
And here's one of the winners out here at Beaches. The first Beaches of 2017. Big bet, RS LS 427. Doesn't look nothing like the ones from back in the day now, does it? Flex or T on the stage today. They're everywhere out here, no doubt. 1,000+ hot rods. There's the cabana. Step up and get yourself a drink. Or grab yourself something to eat down there in the tent. For those few dozen of you maybe that might be wondering, the GearHeadsWorld channel mostly shut down production after the big purge last fall when god-awful Google did their big reset. And that's this YouTube algorithm that Google owns YouTube, and YouTube has this algorithm that picks and chooses, and it came through and pretty much destroyed all of the smaller players as far as monetization and revenue goes. So we can no longer make a viable business out of what we do. So it's up to me now. If I want to throw one out, I'll just put it out there, but we don't get the views anymore because of this so-called algorithm. I could show some of the metrics, maybe throw a couple charts up here, but it's pretty complicated stuff. Basically, it's just good old Google getting way too big for their britches, just like corporate America is. They don't give a shit about the people that helped them start once they get big. Hey, what's going on, man? I was over here doing a rant on my video. You got your bird out?
Yeah, over there.
Cool.
Check it out, but I got a vacancy.
Yeah.
You got plenty of fillers.
Yes, indeed. Our time will come for all of us. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one out, talk a little bit about a few things on the Street Outlaws, and let you guys take a look at a bunch of hot rods out here up where we're at around Portland, Oregon. Okay, so there's no more we here at GearHeadsWorld, it's just little me. And I'm an OG from way back, street racing 30 to 40 years ago out here in the Portland area. A lot of the hot rodders don't particularly care for me because of that, but I don't really care for them either because they weren't there. But I get off on the Street Outlaws because it brings back a lot of good memories. Those are some of my best times. And those guys go out to over 175 countries, and I find that amazing. I can show you that in my metrics for my channel. They have introduced street racing to the entire world, pretty much. I think that's pretty cool, what with them being #1 on Discovery and all the rest. I won't go over it all, but they're way up top. Okay, we got a lot of hot rods out here and a few sweet rides, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of them while we get on with our rants and our outlaw conversation here. Hell of a lot of bikes out here. So there was no lack of excitement during the final episode. We've got this guy, JJ the Boss, who's from Memphis Street Rods, and he somehow is coming up with 60 grand. We're not quite sure. I don't know how where that money is coming from, but it would get me interested too, just like all the guys out there. I mean, they've got their A game on and they're going after that money. Can't blame them. God, what I would do to have something like that happen around here. But he's going by these OG Outlaw street racing rules, which are pretty wild. I'm not going to go into all of them, but you know, you can jump the line, you don't even have to stay in your lane and stuff like that, which is pretty crazy. Some pretty weird things happening out there. What about that oil down? Some mysterious guy is squirting oil on the track or some crazy shit. I mean, guys, tell me, so who's the guy in the black shirt? And that good old farm truck comes along and takes care of all that, which is cool. So anyway, when the dust finally settles, we've got Big Chief. It comes down to Big Chief against BirdMan. So BirdMan is no slouch. We've done videos on him. Maybe we'll put a link up above if you guys want to check out. This guy's a big money winner out in the no prep races out there down south. So anyway, when it comes time to do their badass burnouts, BirdMan ends up broke. And that bums out Big Chief because he wanted to do a straight up race against that guy down there on his turf, because genuinely, he's looking at one of the fastest guys out there. So he was a little bit bummed about that, but then when he puts the 50 G's in his pocket, he brightens right up. But all the same, BirdMan broke and he couldn't run the race, and he evidently spun a main bearing. So, all right, tech guys, you know, he replaced a few bearings and kept going. And I mean, what are you going to do when you got 50K? So we don't know exactly when he spun that main bearing. It was some earlier pass or whatever. But you know, okay, gearheads, I mean, you mechanics, you know that when you spin a main bearing, it cuts off the flow of oil to your rod, connecting rod bearings. So you can't go that way for very long until there's damage going on there. So at any rate, he's throwing a rod, and for sure the cost of repairing that is going to be great. Unfortunately for BirdMan, but he can afford it. He's a big winner. He'll be back quick, no doubt. So then, at the very end, it turns out that Big Chief is going to run off JJ the Boss. And in that crazy old truck of his, which is this outrageous, fastest small tire car or truck, I guess. Now, we've been wanting to do a feature on this one for quite some time now. Would anybody be interested in knowing what this dude has inside this bad boy? Let us know, for God's sakes. It does take quite a bit of work to feature these cars, and we want to give you something that you want to see. But anyway, the final race is the small tire winner against the big tire winner. And after all the smack talking, they line up, and JD the Boss proceeds to pull the most gigantic wheel stands with that truck. It's like, what the hell? It's like, how does he do that out there on the street with that old truck? I mean, does anybody know? You don't pop wheel stands like that where you're dragging a bumper down the street. Anyway, those gigantic wheel stands, they don't help a guy win. And of course, Big Chief kicks his ass, and he comes back and goes, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I mean, whatever, but it was fun to watch. I still want to know how he pulls off those wheel stands like that. And I want to know where all that money came from. Who put it up? Yeah, so it's this 4,700 pound truck. And then he's going to race Big Chief for like 10 U-Daddies. And I was like, what the hell is a U-Daddy? And he's going to somehow explain that, which it kind of went right over my head. So I'm not quite sure what that was all about. So as I speak out here, some of these clouds are starting to open up out here on our beaches cruising as the music plays. And in conclusion, I'd just like to mention the deal that Farm Truck was doing out there. They saw a Motor Mayhem thing. They picked their winner. It was a 90 Mustang owned by Glenn Huddleston. I don't know, I guess you send your picture in and you win big. It sounds pretty cool. That's about all I know about it.
Are you guys having a good time or what?
Anyway, guys, peace out.
People, are you having a good time? Woo! It's opening night. Beaches
people are having a good time here.
22 years in the making. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, so they're saying that this cruise has been going for 22 years. That's cool. I know they've raised over $1 million for charities around here. So, anyway guys, feel free to subscribe if you want to. It doesn't matter much, but hit the like or leave a comment mostly because we want to hear what you think. Well, alrighty, Portland peeps. It looks like the clouds and the rain has moved in a touch early here. We're out here at the beaches cruising and PIR drags. The drag racers are taking a break. And as you can see, the cruisers are peeling on out of here. Now, there's still hundreds of us left back in here, but there were, who knows how many. Way over 1,000 today. There you have it. A few raindrops continue to fall, but a lot of us are still hanging out here at PIR Beaches Cruising 2017. Yeah, well, it got pretty wet out here. The diehards are moving on out.